Hey there, it's Lisa Tarquinio here, and in today's video we're going to go over another web-based application in which you can create your Instagram photos. What I use a lot is called Pagemodo. It's very similar to Canva, just with a few different bells and whistles. So there's pros and cons to each. But Pagemodo is actually very Facebook friendly, and if you see here on my left hand side, it's already linked into my fan page. And then if you go into post settings real quick, you can also link in other social media. Oh, they also have a whole scheduling system that you can create. And then they have your Twitter, which you can link in, and then LinkedIn, you can connect to that as well. But for Instagram, we're going to go to Post Designer here on the left hand side. And then you'll see here it's going to bring you up to the themes section, and the best one for Instagram would be the second one in, which is a perfect square, which is exactly what you use for Instagram photos. And you can even scroll down to see what people have created, and just to kind of get ideas, you can even take theirs and modify it to make it suit to your needs. And then for all intents and purposes, we're just going to click on the top here. And then we're just going to go here just to kind of give you a little tour. You can choose your background images here. You just type in whatever it is that you want to type in. You have your text. And you can scroll down. They have some text here. They have a lot of bubbles in this section. Or if you go into shape, there's more things that you can play around with. And one of the things is badges. So they have different banners that you can play with. You know, very similar to Canva, where they have already made templates for you. And you just modify it to suit your needs. And if you just go back, you have more banners here. You have objects, so you have social media icons that you could play around with. You even have for the holidays, you have dividers, e-commerce, even buttons. So this is very versatile. And just, you know, it goes on and on. So I would definitely recommend looking into here and just seeing what your options are. Also, you can also download images. So if there's certain images that you would like, because if you don't want it to have it be a background, I would highly recommend just putting that image as an uploading onto Pagemodo. Okay. And then that's pretty much it. And then you have your undo or redo button on the bottom here. And your publish, I'll talk about that in a minute. You have your help questions, and you have your download button after we're done, and then your save draft. So here we have, I'm going to go type in Instagram. Oh. And it already has the logo set up for me, so I don't even have to type it in, which is nice. And then I'm just going to modify. And if you see here on the right hand side, this is where I do all of my editing. So I enter my text on the right hand side, I choose my fonts. And as you see here, they have a plethora of fonts that you can play around with. And I'm going to go here. And then it's a very good idea to brand yourself. So I would either just put your name or put a website to link to you. And then for the font, you want to be congruent and congruent to your brand. So you want to pick the font that, if they don't have the font listed, pick something that's very similar to that. Okay, and then you'll see you can choose your colors. They have base colors to start with, or you can use your custom. I'm not going to do that just yet. If you have multi-lines, you can align it, whether it be left, center, or right. You can emphasize if you want it bold, italic, or underlined. And again, if you have multi-line text, you can space it out, and you'll see here how it spaces out. So it all depends on how everything will read. If you want to choose your background, just to show you, I could do that as well. I'm actually not going to do a background, but I am going to choose a background image. So I'm going to type in beach. And there you go, you're done. So I'm actually going to modify this and just change it up a little bit, make it more interesting. Move that a little bit higher. And then I can also go back to Instagram and pick a button there. Change my font color here. And done. So I did that in probably 2 minutes. And then what you would do for Instagram is you would download the image. So you just go save image, and then you could just upload it to Instagram automatically. Or if you are wanting to expand and repurpose your images, you can easily upload it to Facebook or Twitter. And just by clicking post now, or if you're adding to the queue, if you have your time scheduled, or if you wanted to schedule here, you can pick your day and your time, and you just press save and then add it to the queue after you're done. And you can even have a little caption here. But that's pretty much it. So, and then I'm going to go actually back to edit photo, because you can also save it as a draft. So if I want to come back to it later, I have it listed here. Okay, and then if you want to come back to it, and then, or if you just want to download it at a later time, you could do that as well. You can go back and modify it, and it will all be saved under your designs. So that's pretty much it. So if you have any other questions about any of these websites, please don't hesitate to ask, and leave a comment below. Thanks.